That golden powder sitting in your spice rack might be worth more than you think. Scientists have spent decades and millions of dollars studying this one spice, and what they've found could change how we think about inflammation, pain, and even brain health. You've probably seen turmeric everywhere lately, in lattes, supplements, even skincare. But here's what most people don't know. The real power isn't in the turmeric itself. It's in a compound called curcumin that makes up only about 3 to 5% of the spice. And there's a massive problem that supplement companies don't want you to know about. Let me take you back to where this all started. For thousands of years, people in India have been using turmeric as more than just a curry ingredient. They've used it for wounds, inflammation, and dozens of other conditions. But it wasn't until modern scientists got their hands on it that things got really interesting. When researchers started breaking down turmeric in the lab, they discovered over 200 different compounds. But one stood out: curcumin. This bright yellow molecule was doing something remarkable. It was shutting down inflammation pathways in ways that looked eerily similar to some of our most powerful anti-inflammatory drugs. Here's where it gets wild. In study after study, curcumin was matching or even beating conventional medications for arthritis pain. One trial with osteoarthritis patients found that 1,000 milligrams of curcumin daily worked as well as ibuprofen for reducing pain and improving mobility, but without the stomach issues that come with long-term NSAID use. The anti-inflammatory effects go way beyond just joint pain. Inflammation is like a fire burning inside your body, and it's connected to almost every major disease: heart disease, diabetes, even depression and Alzheimer's. Curcumin works by blocking something called NF-κB, which is basically the master switch for inflammation in your cells. But inflammation is just the beginning. Researchers discovered curcumin does something else that's equally impressive. It's one of the most powerful antioxidants found in nature. Not only does it neutralize free radicals directly, but it also boosts your body's own antioxidant systems. It's like upgrading your body's defense system from the inside out. Now here's where things get really interesting: the brain connection. Scientists found that curcumin can actually cross the blood-brain barrier, which is incredibly rare for natural compounds. Once it gets into the brain, it does two things that researchers are excited about. First, it helps clear out the amyloid plaques associated with Alzheimer's disease. Second, it increases something called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Think of BDNF as fertilizer for your brain cells. Low levels are linked to depression and cognitive decline. One study gave people with major depression 500 milligrams of curcumin twice daily. After just 4 to 8 weeks, their mood scores improved significantly more than the placebo group. The researchers think it works by affecting the same neurotransmitter systems as antidepressants, but through different pathways. The heart benefits are equally impressive. Curcumin improves the function of the endothelium. That's the lining of your blood vessels. When that lining doesn't work properly, it's a major driver of heart disease. Studies show curcumin can improve endothelial function as effectively as exercise in some cases. It also reduces LDL cholesterol oxidation, which is what makes cholesterol truly dangerous. But here's the massive problem I mentioned earlier. Your body basically doesn't want to absorb curcumin. It's like trying to mix oil and water. When you take plain curcumin, even in huge doses, barely any of it makes it into your bloodstream. We're talking about less than 1% absorption. Your liver sees it as a foreign substance and immediately tries to get rid of it. This is where things get clever. Researchers discovered that piperine, the compound that makes black pepper spicy, can increase curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. It works by blocking the liver enzymes that would normally eliminate curcumin. That's why quality supplements always combine curcumin with black pepper extract. There are other tricks too. Since curcumin is fat-soluble, taking it with healthy fats like coconut oil or olive oil improves absorption. Some companies now use liposomal delivery systems or nanoparticle technology to enhance bioavailability even further, but these advanced formulations come with their own risks. Some have been linked to liver problems when taken long-term. So what's the right dose? For general health, most studies use 500 to 2,000 milligrams of curcumin extract daily. That's way more than you could get from food. You'd need to eat about 50 to 100 grams of turmeric powder to get a therapeutic dose of curcumin. For specific conditions like arthritis, doses can go up to 3,000 milligrams or more under medical supervision. Timing matters too. Take it with meals that contain some fat, and if you're using a supplement with piperine, start with a lower dose to see how your body reacts. Some people experience stomach upset, especially with higher doses. Now let's talk safety. Curcumin has an excellent safety profile. It's been used for thousands of years after all, but it's not completely without risks. The most common side effects are digestive issues like nausea or diarrhea. Some people get headaches or skin rashes. At very high doses, it can cause liver enzyme elevations. The bigger concern is drug interactions. Curcumin has blood-thinning properties, so if you're on warfarin, aspirin, or other anticoagulants, you need to be careful. It can also lower blood sugar, which could be a problem if you're on diabetes medication. And because it increases stomach acid production, it might interfere with acid reflux medications. Certain people should avoid therapeutic doses entirely. Pregnant women shouldn't take curcumin supplements because it can stimulate uterine contractions. People with gallbladder disease or kidney stones should also be cautious, as curcumin can worsen these conditions. Here's my practical advice for getting the benefits without the risks. If you just want the general anti-inflammatory and antioxidant benefits, start by adding more turmeric to your cooking. Make golden milk with turmeric, black pepper, and coconut milk. Add it to soups, smoothies, or scrambled eggs. You won't get therapeutic doses this way, but you'll still get some benefits with zero risk. If you're dealing with specific health issues like arthritis or depression, consider a quality supplement. Look for one that's standardized to 95% curcuminoids and includes piperine or uses another bioavailability enhancement technology. Start with 500 milligrams daily and work up slowly. And always talk to your doctor first, especially if you're on any medications. The research on curcumin is incredibly promising, but we need to be realistic. It's not a magic bullet that will cure everything. What it is, though, is one of the most well-studied natural compounds with real, measurable effects on inflammation, oxidative stress, and multiple disease pathways. As scientists continue to solve the bioavailability puzzle, curcumin's therapeutic potential will only grow. The bottom line? That golden spice in your kitchen really does have remarkable properties backed by thousands of studies. Whether you choose to cook with it more often or invest in a quality supplement, turmeric and curcumin offer a fascinating example of ancient wisdom validated by modern science.